Alright, this is basically the top 16 game of Warmothers. I played in the Duels of Runeterra tournament this week. And we're basically playing Warmothers against Bannerman with an Omen Hawk splash, which became quite an interesting game with a lot of difficult decisions. And yeah, I hope you enjoy and learn something from it. So, classic start from a tracker on turn 1. We're just playing our 2-1, seeing what he's gonna play. Not gonna attack, obviously, since we wanna force him to react with the tracker. Because if he plays a War Chef or a Barrier now, we can just freeze it, right? And that's what we're doing here as well. We're gonna freeze the 2-4 and he's just gonna trade our 3-1, which is fine with us, to be honest. We got our value out of it. Yeah, he's currently deciding a bit. He was thinking about taking 2 on his 0-4 here, which is probably never worth it. Yeah. Okay, so far, quite an okay start for us. Having the freeze definitely helped us quite a bit here to deny him the value trade. Oh, and he missed his Bannerman, which means that there's gonna be an Omen Hawk on the top of the deck, so we know one more card that he's gonna have in his hand. Right here, yeah, we have to pass. We don't have any plays here. Okay, we know that left card in his hand is an Omen Hawk, since the tournament was played with open deck lists, so everyone knew exactly which card the opponent was running. By the way, I hope you don't mind the music in the background. It was basically just a chill tournament. I was streaming it for the organizers, so they could show like the point of view of the different players on their stream. I didn't intend to like upload it or something, but this game seemed worth it, so here I am. So right now we have to decide Thresh or Hearthguard. But considering it's Bannerman, we need bigger units than him, right? Because he's gonna have a lot of buffs with Slithria and Bannerman. So that's why we wanna make our next turns better, buffing our other units. It's definitely like worth a consideration though, but I think you always do this here. Yeah, looking good, looking good. Could have considered a glimpse here on the 2-1. Wanted to keep my mana open though for the next turns, since we're gonna have to remove quite a bit of stuff here, as he does have broad presence. So I think now I played the Thresh. Yeah. You want to get him stacking. Trade off his 3-3 before he connects another Bannerman, right? Or his Challenger. I actually don't know what I did there. We'll see. Pretty much depends what he does now. Okay, so 3 Yeah, I guess getting rid of the Challenger is a decent consideration here. Definitely can consider trading off the 3-3 as well, as his open attack does make us not able to block the Bannerman here. Which probably, now that I think about it, wouldn't have mattered, right? Because he would have a 2-2 on the board that would get 3-3. Our Thresh would be a 3-3, so they would trade anyways here. Which made this fine. Let's see what I do here. It's either like a Grasp or developing the Soul Gorger. I think I developed the Soul Gorger, right? Let's see. I'm probably just blocking the middle and develop a Soul Gorger. Wow, I didn't block anything. That's interesting. I guess I played around the past. And went wider on the board, which is, now that I consider us being at 1 health, is definitely the necessary play, right? Since if he plays one Challenger unit, he can just drag our Soul Gorger, like, back to the right. So going wide on the board is probably good here. Wow, he's going really wide. It's definitely worth a consideration using Grasp here to like save 2 mana. But yeah, getting the Warmothers out is just too important, right? Because we wouldn't have been able to play it otherwise this turn. And getting basically 2 units this turn, since we count the one we get at the start of turn for this one, it's probably a good play. Since we're gonna pull a buffed unit out, hopefully like a... Okay, that's a terrible draw. We probably wanted like a Soul Gorger or like another Thresh. A Tryndamere would have been fine. There are a lot of decent draws. With Rekindler definitely being a bit underwhelming. Him not playing anything is great for us, right? We would have been able to trade something here, but... Oh wow. Yeah. I think now it gets interesting, right? Yeah, I think this is, this turn took me quite a while. Because now we have multiple considerations, right? His Cythria is gonna buff all other units to fearsomes, which means that we can block 3 fearsome units with our... 4 fearsome units, since we only have 4 units above the threshold. Which is why I'm considering killing the Cythria, because if we target the Brightsteel formation, he might single combat one away, and then he would be able to, since only the Brightsteel dies, and the barrier buff is already applied, he would be able to attack with 4 units that are fearsome, making it quite awkward, because he can just single combat one of our other units and we can only block 3 of them, right? And he's gonna have 4 fearsomes, we're gonna have 3 above 3 attack, since our Warding Stone just blocks the Cythria. But he would get 1 attack through, which is why I think I killed the Cythria here. It's definitely the right play. Let's see if it has a single combat. This is 100% necessary if it has a single combat. Seems like he does, actually. Let's see. Because he's probably just gonna kill our Thresh here, right? Or like the 5-5. Yeah, the Thresh. Since he doesn't want it to level. So now you see, if we would have targeted the Brightsteel formation, he would have traded away our Thresh. And we would have been dead this turn. Since we can't proc a barrier and kill a unit. And we can only develop a 1-1 as a blocker with a Val Feast, which pays off now, as you can see. We just get another 1-1 that can block now, since nothing gets fearsome, and we stay alive for now. Yeah, definitely a tough turn. Glad I played that correctly. Yeah, now we just take the obvious blocks here. We proc the barrier of the 2-2, that gets 4-4. So we get the value trade with the 4-2. And the rest should be pretty simple. Yeah. Okay, we live another turn. That's pretty good. Yeah, I want to get more damage on the Warding Stone, since it gets... Like, it loses value, right? Because it can't block Fearsome. One attack is super useless. And we're already at 10 mana, so we want this one to die. Taking the most damage. Okay, getting the Soul Gorger is pretty good here. Let's see what we do. We can't play the other Warmothers. The other Warmothers would have been insane, right? Because we would get 2 units every turn. Being able to keep up with his threats. Yeah, Trinity is probably like the only decent play to consider, right? Since everything else dies to the Brightsteel, and the Trinity leaves another one behind. Oh wow, did I reconsider actually? Wow, I actually reconsidered. To leave some grass mana open. That was clever by me, if I may say so. I'm probably always one attack here, since if we pull Rekindler out of our deck again, please tell me I attack. Am I not? Oh, I don't want to play more threats, since I'm happy with the 1-1 and 2-2s, and I don't mind killing one unit if I get the Rekindler. Wow, I don't even remember the game anymore. But that's definitely what you want to do. If he like plays another Cythria instead of the 1-1 Omen Hawk, that it would just sacrifice in our attack, we would have been in a weird spot, right? Since we can still only block like 4 fearsome units. Let's see how I block this. So far I'm not getting any lifesteal of my Soul Gorges since the barriers are active. I did just draw a Vengeance though, which would be pretty good against the Brightsteel. Let's see what I do. Another play is obviously to get the other Warmothers active, since it might be better here as we're attacking next turn, where he can't get value out of his Brightsteel. So it might even be better Warmothers here, just to get more units on the board again. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm doing, right? Yeah, I'm setting up so 4 are alive. Probably want to swap that around, right? To like 3, since Warmothers is gonna summon 1 unit this turn, and with the other one summon another 2 next round. So we get 3 new units, which is why I probably want to sacrifice, yeah, the 1-5. Okay, since it's not gonna be good in the matchup once the Cytheria comes down. Okay, so I'm definitely playing the Warmothers here. No lifesteal for me, sadly. But we do want to get the Warmother. You can see I already considered there, playing the Val Feast to get 1 lifesteal in. But since he doesn't have any face damage, you definitely want to play the Warmothers. And that's the third Worthing Stone? I don't know what it's called again. You know what I mean. Okay, we actually pulled another Rekindler. Not ideal, obviously. So now we take every attack, see how he takes the block, and we're probably gonna play Vengeance this turn on the Brightsteel, since he only runs 1 in his deck, and if it's off the board, he will not be able to protect his units for free anymore, and he will start to have use his resources for it. And we can get back on the board that way by always summoning new units. Yeah. So far he's killing a lot of units. And we're getting 2 new every turn. His best bet is probably to just play for our deck out now, since we're pulling so many cards out of our deck. And he's still relatively relevant on the board. He doesn't really need to kill any units. I think I'm playing Atrocity, which is why he wants to keep his health total super high. But that's just too much, I think. Yeah, let's see what he does. Oh wow, I'm actually keeping my... my Rekindler alive, since I'm gonna have 4 units. I already pulled 2 Rekindlers, right? So the odds of getting another one are pretty low. To stay at 6 units, I want to protect 4 of these, which is why I'm playing the Val Feast here. To keep a full board and not let a single damage go through, as that would kill us. Okay, I want to get rid of the Brightsteel. He might have another single combat here. Does he? Oh wow, that's a barrier. Okay, so he really wants to kill our Rekindler, which makes me a bit scared of him having another refill. Since we're only gonna have 5 units, but we're probably gonna be able to clear one of his units next turn, with a Grasp and a Whale to trigger the barrier. So we should be fine here. It just would have been nice to stay safe with 6 units on the board. Okay, he's protecting... Oh wow, he really wants to kill the Wording Stone, putting us to 2 units. That's actually quite uncomfortable. Okay, I think I'm considering playing a Glimpse here. I should definitely check my card total, since I shouldn't have that many more cards left in my deck, and I have to worry about decking out, since he's still at 20 HP. I think I'm doing this. Yeah, I'm doing this to keep the 1-1 alive, since if he just plays stronger units here, and next turn, so far it's still fine if the Omen Hawk goes through. and like a 3-3, since we do have a whale and we can just kill it during the attack step, which is why I wanted to keep his 1-1 alive, since it's just a free spot on his board that he wastes. Oh wow, we hit a Rekindler again. That's pretty insane. We actually have a full board again. And since we still have 2 Tryndamirs in the deck, I think. Yeah, we should have 2, right? Leveling the Thresh isn't bad, in case we don't put it, since we still have Hearthguards in there. I think we have another Soul Gorger. So making sure to get the Thresh leveled is definitely good, since if we pull a Tryndamere on the board, we can connect the other Tryndamere in our hand as a Battle Fury for another 8 attack to increase our reach, right? Since that's our win condition right now, to kill him with Overwhelm on our Tryndamere, and the other Tryndamere is a damage buff. Okay, he's really thinking here. Let's see what he does. And now you see, with 10 mana, he would have been able to play like a Cytheria here. And since we have 6 units here, that Omen Hawk is pretty good for us right there. Because the Cytheria would allow us to block with 1 unit less again. And every unit, if the 1-1 wasn't on the board, would have like 4 attack plus, which would make it uncomfortable again if he has barriers and stuff to deny the heal. So it's definitely safe here, and was the right play. Okay. Him not attacking with everything is necessary, right? Since if we get pretty good Warmother pulls, like Tryndamirs and stuff, he needs board to jump block or like anything basically. Since we still have the Hearthguard buff on every unit in our deck, he needs to keep units. But I probably would have attacked with a few more. Okay, okay, Bannerman. Fair enough, fair enough. Okay, I'm playing the Grasp here. Playing the Tryndamere would have been a consideration, but I think I already had in mind that I want to use that Tryndamere as a damage buff once I get another Tryndamere on the board. Since 15 health is still kind of out of reach, like pretty far out of reach, and I think I start to think about the left cards I have and about decking out. Okay, we leveled 1 Thresh. That's pretty good, pretty good. Oh, we leveled both, okay. So we should pull 2 Tryndamirs here, right? Or did we burn one of the Warmothers? Okay, I think here I'm considering if I can still pull stuff, right? Because I'm gonna attack, and the Thresh is gonna pull a unit. The question is, can I pull more units? Oh wow, now I see I have 7, you saw there really shortly. I have 7 cards left in the deck. I'm wondering if I can pull like Tryndamirs off the Thresh with 6 units on the board right now. Since I'm not sure if they get discarded right here. Since if everything would survive, I'd be to 7 units or like 8 units if both Thrashes pull. And that would be pretty bad, right? Burning the Tryndamirs here. So I think I'm considering, and I should check the eye here, because it would tell me if I would get him. I should definitely do that here. Am I? Yeah, I am. And here I see I pull 1 Tryndamere, which is actually surprising. I thought we had 2 left. So pulling 1 Tryndamere means I should attack with 1 more unit. And probably try to lethal him here, right? Because we do have our Tryndamere as a buff here now that we pull it. As a Battle Fury. And that should make us able to set up lethal here. Oh wow, I actually would have pulled 2. Wow, why didn't the eye show me? I was actually correct remembering that too. Why did the eye only show me 1? That's pretty odd. Wow. Okay, 5 cards left. I basically have to kill him right now, right? Since I'm gonna pull 2 units each turn. Wow. Wow! Why didn't it show the second Tryndamere? That's super awkward, but I should have lethal here. Just seeing the board. If I connect the Battle Fury on the Tryndamere, we're gonna get the Overwhelm route, and he would need 2 single no, not even the single combats are doing it right, since Tryndamere is just gonna flip and still carry over the buff. So I'm pretty safe to just drop the Battle Fury on my Tryndamere and should have lethal here anytime. So yeah, this was a game. Pretty much won it in the round where we killed the Cythria instead of the Brightsteel formation. We're able to get both Warmothers out and basically just won the grind game by just getting bigger dudes out over time and draining him out of resources and units. So thank you very much for watching and see you next time.